feeding going on with cows. We have a local cowboy who's going to shed some light as to why the drought and the polar vortex has caused for higher beef prices.
102.3 XLC. It's 8:33. Beef prices thing all figured out.
I think I was onto it, and then it turns out that I was sort of right.
To prove her point, she's brought in an expert. We'll talk to him coming up.
I don't mess around.
All right, let's get a final look at traffic at 8:37. Here's Tim Vandertoot.
No problems along 94 right now. 41 still looks pretty good across Lake County. In fact, most of the delays are starting to clear up as we head to the end of morning rush. Still a couple of problems out there, though, on 20 west of 45. Just about done cleaning up that accident. Same thing in the Antioch area. Grass Lake Road at Deep Lake Road. This check of traffic brought to you by Able Pawn Shop. Change your old gold into cash at Able Pawn Shop, located at 1532 Belvedere Road between Jackson and Lewis in Waukegan. Able Pawn Shop, top dollar pay. That's your Lake County traffic. 102.3 XLC.
All right, we have an expert on the show.
Yes, we have Greg. He is the Lake County Farm Bureau chief. Now, yesterday, Tim reported in the news that beef prices were high due to the drought and the polar vortex, which made me say, so that's making cows not want to do it?
Really? Is that your theory?
And I was curious, and Greg here, you're an expert, so tell us, why are beef prices up?
Well, thanks. But I will lead off by telling you that Friday night at the trough at a farm at feeding time is like any Friday night at bar time here in Lake County.
Is it really?
Awesome.
The bulls are bellied up and looking for a cow, so I don't call our Lake County ladies cows either, but you get the picture there.
Yes.
But, you know, it's been a cold winter, and just like in the winter, you know, we bulk up. Our cattle out there are eating more, but they're using that for more energy. So as we get two chins in the winter, after we're done with our winter bulk up, you know, they're using all that extra feed for more energy, so they're not gaining the weight that they needed to gain during the winter months, which they normally would.
Oh, I see.
Therefore, they're coming into the slaughterhouses at a lower weight. And then the drought that we had this last year as well out in California, Nebraska, and Texas made a lot of our farmers sell off their cattle, too, at an early stage. So there's a decrease in the cattle population out there because they can't afford to feed them because we don't have as many crops out there like we did in the past.
How many cows are in our area about? Is there like a cow census?
He has to look at his notes.
No, I thought I lost you for a minute.
No, sorry. Is there like how many cows are in our area?
You know, we don't have as many cows as we used to here, but Wisconsin, obviously, to the north, has most of our dairy cows. And a lot of the cows that we get that brought out here are coming from the western states. That's where most of the cattle is. That's where you're getting your beef from McDonald's, and everything else is from out there. We have a lot of milking cows here.
Okay.
But in Lake County, we've got a smaller population. But, you know, Jimmy, there are two words. You were kind of spot on when you talked about the cold weather and the polar vortex. And it's two words that are going to make Jimmy squirm a little. But scrotal frostbite happened out this year as well. And that was a huge, huge epidemic that hit a lot of the beef cattle out there.
Wow, so cows weren't getting pregnant as much.
You betcha, because if the parts aren't working, they can't do it. So
they don't wear pants.
They don't wear pants, so it's something you need to remember in the winter months, Jimmy.
Perhaps now, Jimmy, all through winter months, he wears long underwear. Perhaps the bulls should be wearing long underwear, too.
So
that would be a good idea. I think Jimmy needs to market those.
Thermal pants. Interesting. Okay.
It is. So beef prices are going to be a little bit higher out there. It's still going to be great. It's still safe. It's still fantastic food that our farmers are producing. But, you know, you're going to pay a little bit more. And you're going to see milk prices go up a little bit, too, based on that as well. But hopefully this year we have a great growing season. We don't have the cold weather, and we don't have that problem again that Jimmy is not experiencing, thank goodness.
Thank God for that. I've got two kids. If there's anything else going on in our area, we'd love you to come by on the show again, Greg. It was really nice talking to you.
Always great to talk to you guys, too.
Thank you. God bless.
Thanks, Greg.
There we go. Now we know. And what was that? Do you want to say those two words he said?
Scrotal frostbite.
8:41. It's Jimmy and Lisa. 102.3 XLC. I can't believe you said that.
Save up to 70% on famous name brands during Gurney Mills